Hi there, signs of Cancer. This is Kim. Wow, I'm so glad to be back. And if you even noticed, I'm so glad to be back though. And I'm waking up. So you're waking up with me. Signs of Cancer, right next to my sign. I'm a Leo, but I have a lot of placements in Cancer, so I do grab a lot from your readings. Wow, my vocabulary is wide today. It's just a lot, okay? So what we're going to do is visualize this divine white light that goes through your chakras, grounding you, but also going up past, out your crown and up too, so that we can meet on that unified field. I do the same thing. As I'm telling you to do it, I'm doing it too. And it's just that simple. That's all we have to really do. So what are we going to start with? I have this rather risky deck. I'm going to use it once. I'm going to use it at least once just to see what kind of, well, there's the Chariot, but I want to see what kind of reaction I get from it. Just to see, should I use it more? Should I not? I've never used this. I've had it, and it was in a shelf for like a year. And I just think it's sad because it might be too controversial. I'm not really sure though. Maybe it's just me being a little overly cautious because of how much censoring is done nowadays, All right. So opening up to all angels here. Please give us assistance with this reading for Cancer so that they can jump on to their highest timeline, be on their highest timeline, make their way to it, be part of the formula. And we're going to grab one of these cards. It is a tarot deck, so we're going to grab one. And the name of it, okay, it's Isaac something. I think it's a cartoon. Or, I don't know. It's meant to be a game. Right? But I loved it. I loved the cards. I loved the pictures and stuff like that. So that's why I have it. What is it? I got the Fool in the reverse. Okay. Okay. So the Fool in the reverse... That's weird. Okay. Maybe I need to eat more potassium. Just got this feeling in my leg, my left leg. And that's never happened before. It's probably potassium, by the way. But okay, so the Fool in the reverse has to do with you needing to open your heart up and learn how to trust again for a new journey. Fool in reverse. That's how I would read that in a private reading. It's how, gosh, it can mean a lot of things, right? Why are there trust issues, or why are you closed off or hesitant for a new start? It might be because of programming. I know it is with me too, is that we have been programmed that things are supposed to be a certain way, go a certain way. We've definitely not been told to just trust the universe, that it'll be okay. I know that. I know for sure if I grew up with my dad and said, you know what, Mom, Dad, I'm going to quit this job. I'm going to go just live by the beach and, what come what may. And I'm pretty sure that if I said I'm going to trust the universe, I would have gotten laughed at or told, no, you're not, or, you know what I mean? So there's something here about that. That's one of the messages coming through, that it feels like in order for you to fully trust something new, it's going to be a little unconventional or going against the ways that you were taught. Okay, yeah, that's all I'm going to pull from this deck. Whoa, look at this on the bottom. The 10 of Pentacles, or the 10 of Pennies, it says. That's why I love it. It says, I am air. Perfect example of what I'm saying. Of there's this thing that you are to put some kind of trust or faith into. And it has to do with your completion here, literally over the material realm. Like, you're the spirit that is in control. Right? And so you're going to have to trust your own journey, is what I'm getting. You're going to have to trust your own journey here. I am air. What the unconventional path to get to prosperity completion, the material realm completion, is not going to be. Look, the way I look at it is that this game, quotes, is not set up necessarily for you to win. In fact, it's set up for either for you to get caught in on a certain level, right? But it's not really designed for you to know this cheat code of how to get complete completion, right, for yourself, for your soul, for mastery over all the material. And so how I'm viewing it is that there is that, though. There is in every game. There is always a person that can complete it. And so for you, this message for these Cancers come into this reading is that it's going to be you taking a chance, literally, on what you feel like is going to be right. And that this is going to require more faith in spirit, in your own ability, with the I am, right? The I am consciousness. I am this, therefore it's possible. I am that, therefore it's possible. I am, so I am strong. I am wealthy. I am rich. Like, yeah. Well, okay, how much do you trust that? Because if you're trusting in something else and just going in a circle and getting caught on the same level, then it's not. And I have the same issue. I've definitely not completed this game yet. I have not completed this, right? But I do realize that there are some things that I even hold back on because it requires this immense amount of trust in you and the universe and your ability to, I am whatever situation arises and able to get through it. Good messages, though. Really good message. And you might be the heir in their code. You might be the heir. The one that's like, nope, not doing it your way. We're just going to do this because I think this might be even a shortcut. And you might be right. Like those little Super Mario Brothers, they had those time warps, those tunnels, and once you could find them, you figured out, I can jump through the whole freaking thing. Well, it's like that. It's like that. That's the message I'm getting. What a beautiful message. If it doesn't feel good, it's probably not right at the moment. Against nature, again, going outside the box, doing something completely different in a different way, but trusting. Wow. Ooh. So you have spirit popping out with this is your path, but it includes everybody else too. Yes, there's a completion that you could have in this lifetime if you want it. You are the glitch in the system. Quite literally, you're the glitch. You're the one that found the time warp. That's what I'm getting. You're the one that found the time warp. And this is your great work. Your great work is to get up and out of whatever traps that you feel like life has set up for you. And it might be that they're... I'm not big into like fear, but listen, some of the people that are ruling things are into it. And you have to at least be aware of it. And so there's fears. The fears is what keeps you trapped, right? So... there's something that you are really meant with the Sulfur card. You're meant to heal and then heal it and then move it up and out of your life. This is you expelling what you don't need. And it might be very much so you expelling the fear that's keeping you from your great work. Your great work. You're getting accolades from Spirit. They're throwing you roses here. There's a gold bead inside of each one of these roses too, if you notice. And while everything else is dreary and it looks kind of messed up or dark, or like there might be a storm even coming, there's your roses. And they have yet to bloom, if you notice that. They're in that beautiful stage, which I like them like that, where they're buds. But the thing is that you are going to bloom, and this is part of your great work, and it's to help everybody else too. Because, once someone figures out where that, the time warp is, I know I'm using so many metaphors because it's fun. That's how I like to talk. But so if you get a type, this you've got somebody who's like a genius, right? And they're like, oh, we found this out. You want to be friends with that person, or you want to know, well, you are that person. You are that one that's going to be like, the green pipe is over here. It gets you straight to level. You know what I mean? That is also part of your great work. You're not meant to complete and then sit, but heck, you can if you want. There's really no judgment about it. It's about what do you want to experience next is what I'm getting. There's no judgment. And do you want to be okay with what you got and live in as a hermit mode? Do you want to do that? That's fine too. Like, so whatever it is though, you can look at it as being all encompassing as you're part of your great work. You don't have to be of service to others, but when you find all this information out, or you find this path out, this journey that you're definitely going to go to completion, I feel like it's going to make your heart happy to help others is what it feels like. Because you certainly don't have to. You can be as selfish as you want. It's that's the freedom here. But the joy that you'll get, the happiness, and spiritual growth might be something pretty astounding. Oh, wow. Okay, I just felt like grabbing that because it was sliding off the top. So this is like this is what you're about to release. This is a dark place when you're feeling held back, or you're feeling like you don't know how to get onto this path yet, or you don't know where to find the strength to overcome fears and darkness. This might be the stage that you had to go through, or did go through, maybe some are still going through. It's a dark night of the soul. There's a lot of wisdom that you've gained with that crow, but the access to the wisdom, because of the heavy emotions and the dark period, it might make it hard for you to see that right now, or it might make it hard for you to get some kind of relief or release. When the crow decides to fly, ironically, when the crow decides to fly up and out, this pearl of wisdom and information is released. And then this energy that has been coiled up in the bottom, just waiting to light up your chakras, really, more than ever before. That is you embracing the I am the light. I am the happiness that I wish. I am the wisdom. I am the energy. Heck, so give it all to me. I am it. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Lots of I am stuff in your reading. Maybe Saint Germain is trying to come through with some teachings on I am. That's a great person to go through. I think I listened to him a long time ago, maybe years ago. I read and I listened to some people that were channeling Saint Germain. Immortal type energy coming from that I am. Okay. Also, Mother Mary and the violet flame, the color magenta too, is might be significant to you. So let's pull a few more cards. Let's get. Also, I have private readings, by the way, and like I say, this is a good time to get one because it will help me. And then, of course, I always send my intention out for you to get blessed 10 times fold. If you help me out, I help you out, and it works like that. But another way to really help and bless people is to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Or if maybe you haven't in a while and it took you off of the list, it does that. I think it's something with the algorithm where if you haven't clicked on channel for a while, it might unsubscribe you. Oh, surrender. Surrender to trusting spirit, to trusting the universe. Surrender to this. Surrender to yourself by allowing yourself to be as expansive as possible, and for allowing yourself to experiencing something that you've not experienced yet. This is so it's coming across as something really, really new to me. It looks like the Fool energy too. Okay, I have the Wailing Tree, which is to reconcile. So, okay, getting along. Can we get along? I feel like that's what that's saying. To reconcile, to mend things if you can. There might be some differences going on. That's why that card came out. to reconcile, and you know, sometimes to reconcile your differences and move on is what you need too, right? I got a big message about that, and about how the forgiveness is, well, it's going to set you free, in a sense. So repairing the veil to reconcile, to reconcile. This could be with spirit too. This could be with your ancestors, your soul family. The energy's on the thin side, the other side. All right, what's this one? Wow, okay. I have the farther gate. That looks like it, it looks like it connects. It doesn't, but doesn't it look like it connects? Okay, that's why. So this forgiveness, or look, I've been in a situation before where I have gotten messages to forgive and to reconcile before. Strong, right? And so I did that. I tried to. I put my heart into it. Demonstrated, you know, unconditional love, and was like, I want to work things out with whatever. We won't call out a family member, but with certain family members, right? And they turned it down. So that might happen, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, Spirit might want to be saying to you through me is that is not to make you angry. That is to show you how far you've come, and maybe how stuck they are still in a place. It's and there's no ego attached to it. It can hurt, but it's not supposed, at that point, when you get to that point, it's not going to trigger anger. It's going to trigger you to realize that you've grown so much, and that there's just this point where you no longer resonate. And so that might happen. That might happen. I hope it doesn't for you, but if it does, you know, some people aren't really ready to love and trust unconditionally. Some people aren't ready for that. Okay, so, and you guys think, because they might be on that, they might have not found, you could look at forgiveness and unconditional love being sent out as the green pipe in Super Mario that is the time warp that will get you to a different place. Wow. And as I say that, the light's like, so yes, I think it's definitely a good message here for you. So the cat pillar after the farther gate, bold step forward. So we have a shyness to take this bold step forward. There's a lot of different messages in here, guys. There's a lot of different messages. So there's a bold step forward. This has everything to do with this time warp. I think this is about surrendering to the lightness that you are. And you're about to experience something kind of new, another level, a high level. The farther gate, a bold step forward. Past initiation, past any kind of test that you may have felt like, or challenge, or obstacle. And with spirit too, in my experience, it has been that when I first get through these spiritual challenges, that's when some of the more material things start unlocking also, like the material obstacles, or what you perceive as, why is this in the way, why is that in the way. There's other reasons, okay, so I'm not gonna discount that there are other reasons. There's always other little players, right? It's trying to throw fireballs at you. I love the Super Mario thing. so yeah, but you have this farther gate, bold step forward. You have the flagpole to go ahead and jump on. And number 4, the cat pillar, is an opportunity. It's something kind of new that you've maybe never seen before, because what kind of transformation is a cat and a caterpillar together going to be like when it actually gets through the chrysalis? And so this is an opportunity to change into something that maybe you never knew that you could change into here in a physical form. That's a strange message. That's a good message. It's just kind of, it is an out there message, I feel like. It might be tied to this darkening card, too. Where you have, when you come out of that, when you do come out of that, you realize, wow, this is what's next. It turns into the pressure that you needed to, you know how sometimes when you're opening a really tight Coke, you've got to put a whole lot of pressure to get to that good sweetness of Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola. It's not something I drink every day because I know it's not good for you, but there's a lot of pressure that had to be put on it to get to what you're wanting, to open that cap. And that's kind of what's happening here. I feel like is what's happening. Oh, the child can represent that full like energy, the new beginning, something just starting. It could be a spirit child trying to talk to you too. Could be actual child coming through in the reading. It is the Kipper Deck, so it could be. Let's just keep going. It could be about you stepping into that childlike innocence of everything is going to be okay, everything's going to be good, and getting back to that place as you were as a child. Innocence. Because that's what you are anyway, is innocent. I have high honor, mature woman. The high honor card comes out when you're getting a lot of respect. But also, I like this card because it reminds me of your like spiritual team on your side, fighting for you there, putting their all into like your part of your defense is this immense amount of respect that the people on the spirit side have for you, and people on the material side too, because of whatever this is. It's kind of big, guys. I mean, it's big. It's completion. It's big. It's big. So that's also going to help. Will help you. Now let's do some tarot. I'm going to pull from the Enchanted Four Hawks of Tarot to get further messages. Probably, well, on all of it, really. It all ties in, doesn't it? Oh, I'm getting the Velveteen Rabbit, you know, that story. Or maybe you had a special stuffed animal who didn't. The Velveteen Rabbit, I remember that story. Oh, the Lovers. Beautiful. I feel like this is tied into your great work. It almost looks like the Three of Cups energy, doesn't it? It almost looks like Three of Cups because they're celebrating. It's celebration, fun, and joy and abundance. But it's being at a crossroads here where there's a soulmate energy coming to or with you, because they have also gotten to this farther gate. So it's like a would you like to go with me type of deal, but on this next spiritual journey, embarking on whatever this next, right? That's real specific. That message is real specific, and it is the opportunity being presented to you, the crossroads. Ten of Earth. Okay, it's in the reverse because the energy is there, and that's what you're going towards. Yep. That's exactly why it's in the reverse. Because I don't see any issues that you can't. I don't see anything that's different than you being in a dark, like if you've been in a dark place, it's been more so with yourself. There could have been issues with others, but like I said, it's not, here it's looking like it's not because you didn't make an attempt or try, or already have in your heart. You know what I mean? Sometimes we're not that great with expressing emotions, but you may have already done a lot of forgiving and loving in your heart space towards whatever this is. You're going towards your 10 of Pentacles. 10-10, it is time to earth. Time to balance out something that was not balanced. Time to take your investments and decide what to invest in. I'm going to say that. Deciding what to invest in, okay? Because you could have... okay. It always gets deeper, doesn't it? Let's see. Tell me what's off balance, or are you doing too much? Feeling like you don't... Tell me more about this. All right. So I have another tree. Whatever is off balance, it's like a sickness in between these relationships within family or in material. It's like a sickness of somebody draining you. And there's a feeling of like, I don't have much of a choice here, but something is, and it's about your health. It's about affecting your health. I feel like also somebody, you could be really losing patience for wanting or needing something to materialize money-wise for you regarding an investment that you had already made. And I have the Hope card, though. The Hope card is really great. And there's the bear, the polar bear. The Hope card represents a physical manifestation of what you want. So maybe you're being told to... What are they being told to do? What are they being told to do? Have hope, have faith. Okay, it is. So it was right. All right. So because the tree is like an energy that when it's off balance, it's a person or a situation is just draining you of your energy, your vitality, and so the unconditional love, and then maybe the stepping away and letting it go is what's needed. Wow, you're a bigger fish, you need a bigger pond. You have the fish card, prosperity. It's all pointing to this lover's energy, this crossroads, and this new connection. This is a brief time of either, it's like a brief illness or a brief unhealthy situation. It could have to do with somebody draining your finances. And it can have to do with somebody draining your health. It can be an unhealthy situation. So you have help and assistance coming in. This is a predictive message because of the way that it came out for me. The polar bear represents somebody really helping you with gifts, with like lavish gifts. It's big stuff. It causes envy. But it's all because you're about to flow like this fish and be in a lot of prosperity. And then when you realize I am the force that overcomes the obstacle, it's like you're going to flow around it very easily. And you'll be in a new body of water. This is like the star card. I think your investments are changing, and the people that you invest in are definitely changing. Holding on to some kind of instability in your heart, or anger or resentment will cause draining of health for you too, as well as being exposed to that energy for too long, right? And being connected, unless you're just really, you know how to protect yourself, really super strong, and I'm not saying you don't, but there is something that is a little bit like, there's an energy that's going to come in here, and it's going to help pull you in the, like I said, in the direction with them, because they've already found this portal too. So this can represent people being kind of jealous or envious of some kind of help or assistance that you're going to receive, that you're going to get. So what are they supposed to surrender to? Wow, the anchor. Yourself as the anchor, and the rider. I hear the angels sing. Okay, so the rider is the good news. It also talks about movement, travel, and something picking up. I also see good news regarding any kind of like family issue, because we have that seahorse. It's similar to the Knight of Wands, but no, it does not directly coincide with the Knight of Wands. But it's very similar to it as in energy. It comes with good news. This opportunity comes bearing good news, and he's pointing. He's like, we're going here. Why? Because this new level that you have found, it's going to give you access to more long-term financial stability, just stability in general, because of this being a rather chaotic time. The anchor is here saying, like, have faith that your spiritual growth is your anchor at this time, and your wisdom and your unconditional love is absolutely what your portal is that's getting you to this. This is look, it's the golden octopus. It's good news, because this is going to bring in a lot of financial stability, and also I feel almost sorry for the ones that would not forgive, or that could not forgive something or whatever it is. Because I feel like you'd be in a position to where you could generously and easily help here somebody else. There might be a mountain to move, but remember, you can do that too. You can do that too. You can do it all. So that's what I've got for you, Cancers. I'm going to go ahead and upload this. Goodness, it's already at 31 minutes. So I'm sending you much love. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye, guys.